cluckers at? Auntie keep on asking, big boy, where them butters at? My youngest took that shit, nigga, you ain't get nothing back. All this pump faking, stop with all these bluffing acts.
Pull up TIX, I drive this bitch like I'm on Ocean Drive. I'm connected everywhere just like I'm nationwide.
That's what it is, man. No bullshit. Like, you can still start from nothing, so I'm still get up to something, man. Like, just stay committed to what you're doing. So I'm like, it ain't no description on what success looks like. You know, success is what you make. You got the ability to create, so you are created from a creator, so understand that aspect of yourself. Understand that aspect of life, so you see where we at. We in the trap, in the trenches, we ain't doing nothing different than what everybody else going on. We just putting out visions of life, real life. We see it, we grasp it, we go grab it. That's what we doing on this ass, man. Tap in. Real life, street therapy. Sit back and think about it, man. Welcome, man. Once again, we back. Another y'all tuned into another episode of Man Thoughts of Transition Street Therapy. I'm y'all host, Angelo the Boss, man. I'm here to introduce my man. Good brother, man, OG God, good friend of mine, Los. We here to tap into the everyday process, man. You know how we always do. The everyday process of how we prepare to do what we want to do, what we ambition about. And unfortunately, man, this brother right here, man, he's a great many attributes. He's a father, he's a mentor, he's an artist, he's a community leader. And with that alone, man, you know, it's an everyday process. It's a preparation for what we do. And he's a great example of where you come from isn't what describes you. You understand what I'm saying? It doesn't be your endpoint. You know, we came from a background where as though every day didn't have a sunny day. Every day didn't have food in the refrigerator. Every day didn't have the freshest shoes on our feet. Every day didn't wake up with a father there to support us or a mother there that was really emotionally stable or mentally stable to guide us in the right direction. So don't feel discouraged because your upbringing wasn't what it looked like right now. You know what I'm saying? It's hope. Tap into your inner self and find that vision, find your purpose. And you'll have the opportunities like myself, my man Los right here, and so many more other people. It's an everyday simple process to what we do. And Los, man, you know, just as a man, the man that I know you as, man, just tap into the everyday process, bro.
No, ain't no doubt.
Man, you know, however you gotta do it, bro. Ain't nobody the wrong way, man. You know, you the man, son. You know, just let them know, man. Just like how you do it every day, man.
OG God, man. Come down, man. Minnesota Avenue, 34th Street to be exact. Man, shit, we just pretty much in a day in the life right now. You know, with my man Lo, you know what I'm saying? He's just schooling it right now. But yeah, like you said, I'm a mentor, father, all the above, leader in my community, and all that, influencer, all that.
And you know, and just what you detailed yourself as, and I know you to be.
Yeah.
You know, just that everyday process. You get up, and you know you got your child to attend to. You know, then you got the children to attend to that you mentor, and then you know you got the ideas of the music that you put out. How you want to put that out there? You know, so you got to be creative with that. You know, your everyday process. You know, the weight of the world on your shoulders, but you know you got to be mentally focused and conscious to manage your emotions, manage, you know what I'm saying, your responses, you know what I'm saying, your ideas. You know, just give my idea, just a brief idea about how you manage those things every day, because to what they see the success, but describe it to them.
Man, as far as my emotions, man, I manage them to the best of my ability. I try not to indulge in a rack of foolishness. Every day, man, I just be waking up striving, you know, just, man, you know, make sure these kids have a better life than me, you know, because we grew up a little fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be, you know, the casualties of these streets and all that, you know. My man Rigo Rush, rest in peace to him, man. he used to
Oh,
always,
Rico.
yeah, you know Rico Rush. Slim used to always be like the wounded baby. When he used to say that, I used to always think about myself, cause you know, like how I grew up, like you know, my mother did when I was 1, my mother died when I was 1, father, I don't know where when I was a youngin', so you know, so I be thinking about that shit, you know. But a nigga grew up and child fucked up, so a nigga just be kind of striving to do a little better and have a better life for the kids and you know the ones behind them too as well.
Yeah, because you know, just emotionally, you know, just having that emotional experience of the disconnect of a parent, a relative, a form of support. You can relate to what a lot of the children that you mentor go through. So you may see a child that come into there one day and they be like, man, he don't know how to describe some of the things that he's going through, but you can tell from his response to his everyday life, man, I remember feeling like that. Or I remember one of them days, let me go hard at short, like, man, hey, man, what's going on?
Yeah.
And, man, he might, man, nothing. Man, there's something going on, because yesterday, man, you know, you weren't feeling like this. And I've seen you walk up to a child and engage with him and change his whole mood because, like I said, you got that experience. And like I told you, that's that community leadership that's been lacking out here.
Yeah,
but because you have those experiences of man, you are able to represent yourself in that magnitude, support these children, the mentors, and whatever else you're doing. And your music represents that also. Even though it comes off in a different form, it comes from where it's speaking about where you came from, and then you represent the form of man that you are now. You know what I'm saying? That's what I respect about you so much.
Nah, for sure.
Real live,
for sure.
bro.
Nah, for sure. I definitely, man. I definitely recognize that. Definitely putting that in perspective. But like, man, you know, like dealing with them youngins, like, man, you know, this is based on that topic. Like, yeah, they be experiencing a lot of stuff, you know, that I experienced, you know. And it be a lot, you know, and I be telling them, you know, cause we older, they be feeling like we ain't been there before, you feel me? I be like, man, we did all that shit, or we did everything that y'all be seeking to do, or like when you be saying them do little shit, you be like, I don't know, already did that. You hear me? You be like, man, you be already caught on to them, you know. Got one youngin' in the program, I took a liking to them. They kind of in the same situation that I am. Mother did, father did, they don't really have no guidance. So, you know, they just be acting out, you know, and they don't really know how to identify why they acting out. You know, once you identify that, you know what I'm saying, and identify and grab a hold of it and know how to control it and manage it, then you can be good, you know what I'm saying? Because I know, you know what I'm saying, I used to be that person acting out or passing a buck or using this, pulling this car. Oh yeah, my people, like we ain't trying to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't trying to hear your people's dead. Alright, there's a lot of people's that's dead. You know, you just gotta keep moving forward and keep being successful, you know, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Because you know somebody might die and that'll put a person in a slump. You feel me? You know, you seen it before, somebody close person died, they just don't care about life.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I was like, nah, we can't, we got, you know what I'm saying? They that person will want you to do better.
Yeah, and see, specifically what you said on, man, you know, the tragic moments in life that specifically, let's understand what we're saying. We're saying moments. Mm-hmm. Moments aren't forever. Moments are situations that happen in life that can even make a person decline or evolve. You understand what I'm saying? And identify yourself. You touched on identifying yourself.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing you want to do.
Right.
Identify with yourself. Because when you know how to identify with yourself, you know where to begin. He also touched on that. And beginning is the first step to anything. Identifying yourself is the first step to anything. Always take the initiative to identify who you are, what you want to do, the things you're going through, so you know where to go at. You know what I'm saying? So this brother right here has much respect because of the man that he is. the man that he represents himself as on a day-to-day basis from where he came from. You know, it's easy to throw something away that doesn't look gorgeous, that doesn't look attractive. But it takes time and effort to take something that's unattractive and make it beautiful. And that's what we all are. Not no young YNs. We talking about the YBs. Yeah, we changed that nerve. We changed that whole stereotype. All that young nigga shit, man, that's a negative stereotype. We throwing that out the window. Me, OG God, this side of the town, the lines of concern, man, street therapy, we represent the YBs, the young brothers. We all standing on business, bruh. No matter where you come from, no matter what you doing, we standing on business, bruh. Because we come from something, and we stand on something, bruh. And we trying to represent ourselves in the best form from what we got. So never be afraid, man, to tap into yourself and identify with yourself, man, and express yourself in the best way that you can. Because you got brothers like us that's here to support you. And with that said, man, it's always a blessing, man. And you always gonna get more. We gonna evolve together, man. This transition, this process, it's a unified thing, man. This is what DC doing, man. So I want everybody to tap in, man. Man, so I leave y'all as I greet y'all, man, with the blessings from the Most High. Tap in, man. Like, subscribe. Man, the street therapy, man.
Street therapy.
Ain't no question. That thoughts of transition, man. This all something different, man. This 34 Mocktown shit, this something different, man. Tap in, bro. All love, man. OG God, man. Thank you for coming out, man. Live from the trenches.
Where your clientele, nigga, where your cluckers at? Auntie keep on asking, big boy, where them butters at? My youngest took that shit, nigga, you ain't getting nothing back. All this pump faking, stop with all these bluffing acts.
Pull up TIX, I drive this bitch like I'm on Ocean Drive. I'm connected everywhere just like I'm nationwide. It's motion in your face, you still won't see it with no dirt ass. Why you call me for a P and you cop cutie pies?
Why you called me for 2 bricks and you cop 9 pieces? Now I'm about to rob your ass, you gave me 9 reasons. I be hanging with them wolves and them hyenas. Yeah, I heard that he a vet, yeah, he jive season.